mind all day, sipping herbal in the morning just to feel okay. Had a dream I was water just flowing through space, till I landed on the record that my grandma would play. Talk sweet like jazz in the park after rain. What the grass smell green and the air feels sane. Put the phone on mute, let the silence explain. I don't need much, just a book in the brain.
I'm gonna make some hummus. I'm gonna make 3 types of hummus. I'm gonna make a garlic and onion hummus. I'm gonna make a basil hummus and a chili hummus. Hummus is made with chickpeas, tahini, cumin, and olive oil, and lemon juice. And sometimes a bit of water too, depends on if it needs it. For the garlic and onion one, I'm just gonna start by slow cooking some onions that I've chopped up, just sliced. Doesn't really matter because they're going to get blended, so the kind of slice doesn't really matter. You just need to cook them slowly down so they're nice and soft. And then I'm also going to slowly cook some garlic in some olive oil as well. It's quite a lot of oil, and the garlic, I think they call it confit in cooking terms, which is like to slow cook something in some oil. And the nice thing about this is the oil will get all that garlic flavour and the onion flavour, and we can actually use that in the hummus. So I'm just going to drop this garlic in now. I've just peeled this and maybe given it a light tap, not crushing it. It's just to separate it out just a little bit, just so the oil can get in there. And I'm just going to drop this in the oil. The oil isn't too hot. We don't want to really, we're not trying to deep fry this. In fact, that might even be too hot, so I'm going to turn that down even more. We're not trying to deep fry this garlic. We're just trying to get it nice and soft and a little bit brown, but be careful you don't burn it because it'll go bitter and you won't be able to use it if it's bitter. Now that the onions are starting to cook down a bit, I'm just going to add some salt into here. I think we can get this garlic back on the heat. And I think while we wait for this, we'll get our lemons juiced. We'll get a couple going. So just give them a roll on the counter to make them easier to juice. I don't really know how many lemons I'm gonna need, but I'm gonna start with 4 and see how far that gets us. Move this around. That's probably too hot, so we're going to turn this down. We'll take it off the heat for a minute. Alright, I think that'll do for now. And let's get our chickpeas drained. We're going to use 3 cans of chickpeas in water. Don't get ones in salted water because you want to be able to control the salt. You want to be able to add more if it needs it. If you get them in salted water, it probably end up way too salty. So I've got a stick blender here and a jug that I'm just going to do it in. And I'm just going to drain these for now. So the liquid from chickpeas, it has a name. I can't remember what it's called, but it actually has a lot of uses. So save this if you want to use it. I'm pretty sure it can be used as a replacement for egg white or something along those lines. Right, let's get our chickpeas out into the jug. Alright, so things are starting to look pretty good. The onions are getting a little bit of brown in. I don't want to do them too much. And the garlic is pretty soft. It's not a perfect confit by any means, but we don't need it to be perfect. We're just trying to make something that tastes really good, and this will definitely taste really good. Okay, so I'm gonna turn the heat off and let's start making our hummus. This is it. This is all we need. Right. So first, we're gonna put some of this garlic in, but reserve the rest. And we're gonna put a fair bit of this oil in. We're going to keep some of the oil. And we're also going to put some of the onion in, because it gives it a really nice flavour. And some of that oil. We're going to add some lemon, maybe that much. We'll see what that's like. Some cumin. I'm going to put a fair bit of tahini in this. I've got some left over from when I made some falafel wraps recently. I'll make a video about that at some point. And a fair bit of salt. We might need some extra olive oil, but let's get this blend in and see how it looks. Just keep in mind you can always add, but you can't take away. So start a little bit lighter with the extra stuff, like the tahini and the cumin and the salt. You can always add to adjust the taste. Okay, so now we're going to taste this, and we're going to see how the texture feels and what it tastes like, and see if it needs anything else. I could use the rest of this lemon and more salt for sure. Hummus needs quite a lot of salt. If your hummus is too thick, you can add some more olive oil and even a little bit of water to kind of thin it out a bit. Let's give that another taste. Does need more lemon. I do like my hummus to be quite tangy. You don't want to overdo it, but a nice lemony flavour is quite nice. Okay, we'll hold on to the rest for now. I think we'll add a little bit of water. I found that adding water can really open up the flavours a bit, so I'm just going to add a touch. And the trick to avoiding this splashing is just blend and kind of pull back like this until it kind of sinks into the hummus. Right, let's give that a try. Really good, but could use a bit more olive oil. I'm going to use some extra virgin olive oil as well for flavour. Let's give that a try. That's really good. That's really, really good. Now, I'm not trying to claim this as super authentic hummus, but I am saying it, to me at least, does taste better than most of the hummus you can get in most supermarkets. Okay, so let's make our different versions now. And now for the garlic and onion one, we're going to take our onion, add it all in. I'm going to take some more of this garlic, a bit more of the oil. I'm still going to keep some. And we're going to blend this again. Now let's get that into a bowl. So if your hummus doesn't look too presentable and you want it to look nice, maybe you got some guests over, just spread it out a bit. Let's give it some taps. Shake it around a bit. Now this is just for us, so I wouldn't do this with guests, but... And there you go. Okay, so to finish off the garlic one, we're gonna use this oil and these soft garlic pieces. And just top it with it. Spread that around a bit. And we'll garnish it with some sesame seeds. Now you can use fresh basil, you just need to reserve some like we did for the garlic and onion hummus. You just need to reserve some and set it aside, and then blend in some fresh basil. For this I'm just going to use some basil puree. Just going to keep it simple. Kind of a lazy day today. Alright, let's give that a try. Yeah, that's good. I like to kind of put a little bit on top. And then get a fork and just looks a little prettier. And again, we'll garnish this with some sesame seeds. And a bit of lemon goes nice with this one too. Now we'll do the chili one. For the chili one, I'm just going to use some chili paste. Again, lazy hummus, but really, really good. And I'm just going to stir it in. Let's give that a try. Could do with a little more. Okay. Yep, that's nice. So this one, I'm just gonna put a little bit of chili paste on the top. And again, just kind of swirl it a bit. Put some chili powder. Again, some sesame seeds. And I'm going to do one more, which does need some more lemon. I'm going to mix in some lemon into this and some mint. quite a bit of dried mint. This one is actually fantastic. It sounds like a weird combo, but it's incredible. So to top off the lemon and mint one, it's going to do a little bit of extra lemon. Bit of extra mint. And again, some sesame seeds. So there we go, about 3.5 bowls of hummus. We've got a lemon and mint, a basil with a bit of lemon on top, a garlic and onion with some of that garlic olive oil on top, and a chili. And we used 3 cans of chickpeas, about 3/4 of a jar of tahini, some basil puree, some chili paste, some salt, olive oil, 1 onion, and about 10 to 15 garlic cloves. And you know, we've got quite a lot here out of that. Typically in the store you'd buy a tub that's maybe this big and this deep. And in my opinion, this is way better than what you can get in the supermarket. And I'm going to enjoy this with some breadsticks and crackers and maybe some pita breads. Enjoy. Hello. It's so good.